Hi, John here. Welcome back to sunny Arc Corp in the Stanton System. Now we're coming direct from Arc Corp today as the social module has been released. Now at the moment it may be a little bit difficult actually getting into the social module as it's extremely popular, but the tip is just keep trying, or maybe try at a less busy time of day. I'm sure as the week goes on those issues will recede and everyone will get to enjoy the social module. Now as you can see, the graphics and the fidelity of the graphics are absolutely superb. Now it is a little light on features at the moment for this initial release, but there'll be more to do in the future. Now, in Around the Verse, Jake Ross from CIG Austin spoke about the social module and things to come in the future.
We're looking a little bit ahead to post Social Module V0 to CitizenCon and what we're going to show there. We can't give away too much what we're aiming to achieve just now, but know that it'll be exciting. We'll get to add a little bit more to the Social Module V0. Right now, the features are a little light just because we're looking to test some core back-end technology that is in desperate need of testing, and that's where we rely on you guys to help us out. So, it'll be a little light on features here for these first couple releases, but we'll have something that we can actually build upon, core foundational technology. So it's exciting. It's exciting for us here in Austin to put out something that we've been working hard on. So I'm excited to get it in you guys' hands. So that's all we got for you this week. So, thanks. See you then.
Now the size of the Arc Corp area 18 is pretty large, but there's a lot of areas closed off, and some of them may not be as unreachable as they seem. And in fact, by glitching through some places, you can get to these areas, like where the freelancer is. Now, to be honest, a lot of people would probably assume that these closed off areas are nothing more than just empty skyboxes, but that's totally not correct. As you can see, everything is fully made here, although the freelancer, you're unable to actually board the ship because there's no collision detection. However, you can see that everything is actually available to walk around in, and it's only a matter of time before more areas of Arc Corp are open for us to explore. Now there is another area where you can glitch through. That's where the constellation is. At the moment I've not been able to do it, but if you keep wriggling in the right place, you may be able to do it. Anyway, talking of ships, this week the Vanguard variants have been released and are on sale in the pledge store. So there's now 3 variants of Vanguards available. Joining the original Vanguard Warden is the Sentinel and the Harbinger. Now these Vanguards are designed for deep space operations. Now the original Vanguard Warden is your heavy deep space fighter, whereas your Vanguard Sentinel is your E-War version, and obviously scrambles everybody's electronics, computers, and probably operates fairly stealthy as well. Now your Vanguard Harbinger is your torpedo bomber variant, so it comes equipped with size 2 torpedoes and also some rather nasty looking rockets in the turret. Now the Sentinel and the Harbinger are available with LTI. The Warden is back on sale with 2 years insurance, so if you wish to pledge for them, they're available I think for the next week or so. Now you can also get one variant of the Vanguard and buy battlefield upgrade kits, so you can actually turn your Vanguard Sentinel into a Warden or a Harbinger. Now it's also worth remembering that you don't have to pledge for these ships. Basically you're buying them to fund the game and also keep some food on the plate for some hungry game developers. Now you can always aim to earn these ships in the persistent universe in the future. and earn them in game. Something to set your sights on. Well, the main news of the week is certainly the release of the social module, and let's go for a fairly quick tour of Area 18 of Arc Corp in the Stanton system. Right, your journey will first start in your hangar. Now you get to choose one of 6 outfits to wear at the moment by pressing F6 on the keyboard, and then you can make your way to the elevator which will take you up to Arc Corp. So the elevator's location will be dependent on what type of hangar you've got. Now you go to look on the left and you choose your destination, which is only one at the moment, Arc Corp. Following a loading screen, you will then emerge in Arc Corp. Now, depending on the time of day, this area can be fairly busy, but at the moment it's fairly quiet. Now, this is the main reception area to get into Arc Corp. You have to pass through security. Now, this is where we could see that you could glitch through earlier. Obviously, at the moment you can't officially get out there. Right, this is the customs area for Area 18 of Arc Corp, and you can see that it's actually manned, but it's manned by a, well, nobody, because the AI isn't working yet. But in the future, you're going to have to watch what you try and bring in, otherwise they may well try and stop you. Right, we've cleared customs, and let's go through to the main atrium area of Arc Corp. Now, eventually there will be a lot of AI inhabiting the area as well, but at the moment it's just us players. Spectacular graphics. There's a number of shops you can visit. Not all of them are open, and not all the areas are accessible at the moment. But if you just look up at the sky, it's a really breathtaking sight. Now, from what I can remember from last reading Jump Point, the Stanton system is actually unusual because it's home to actually 4 quite large Earth-like planets. And looks like it's got quite a nice star there, nice sun. That's the only sun I've seen today. Now, I'm not sure how much more of Arc Corp we'll be able to explore. I think that other areas will be opened up in the future. But bearing in mind that this is just one of the planetary landing sites in the Star Citizen galaxy, you know, it just is pretty breathtaking how much you're going to get for the price of a single game. By pressing Alt G on the keyboard and moving your mouse or controller, you can rotate the camera to get a frontal view of your character. Now, you can also do some emotes and communicate by pressing F12 and enter, or the L key. Now let's explore the less glamorous part of Arc Corp. Now there's a number of alleys which are behind the shops in the Arc Corp district. Now these places are rather dingy and are possibly unsafe to go at night. Now at the moment they're of course very empty apart from us visiting players, and it does look like there's vacancies for some garbage workers and some cleaners, or as we call it in the UK, rubbish. So certainly in need of some bin men. Now further around there is an incinerator, and obviously hopefully it's probably very environmentally friendly, no smoke I guess. But basically these are the back alleys and places you probably don't want to be. Now after a little bit of a nervous experience in those back alleys, you probably need a drink. So this is your G-Lock bar. But at the moment, you're going to have to bring your own beer because, well, customer service is actually not very good at all. Anyway, this is your G-Lock bar and somewhere to, well, relax and unwind at the end of a busy day. Now the next place to enter is the Cubby Blast store. Now this is your firearms store and it's been established, as you see, since 2932. Now by pressing the F2 key you can activate your augmented reality or your Mobiglass. Now this will identify players and also, as you will see in a moment, bring up information on anything you want to buy, like these weapons. Well, you can't actually buy them yet, but at least you can get to know what they're all about. Now there's all sorts of weapons available here and some gadgets. Some of the gadgets I believe will probably be used in Star Marine, like this hologram. There's also grenades, so there's going to be plenty of weaponry available on Arc Corp. Now if you're in need of medical attention or just some medical supplies, you'll want to visit the medical unit. Now I don't think there's any free healthcare available on Arc Corp. It's probably pay only, but this is where you're going to have to go. Now at the moment, again, you're not going to get any emergency treatment. Not from this guy anyway. Now if you activate your F2 key, your augmented reality, your Mobiglass, you'll get to have a look at some of the equipment you'll be able to buy in the future. Well, next up is Astro Armada. Now Astro Armada is a high-end luxury ship dealer. Now as you can see, there's someone on top of the M50 there, and he's glitched through the railings to become part of the static exhibit. Now this is where you would come to inquire about ships, but at the moment he hasn't got his AI implemented, so no ship sales from Astro Armada today. Now it's pretty easy to glitch through if you want to reach the M50, and there you go, and you can get up close with the lovely M50. Now you certainly can't get in this ship though, so there's no taking off in the M50 from here. Now the next place to visit is Dumper's Depot. Now Dumper's Depot will sell you ship parts and also I believe reconditioned parts and equipment. As you can see, there's a Hornet being repaired in the background there, and here's some shelves and racks full of equipment. I can see some seats to fit into your spaceships. There's nothing really to interact with here. The Mobiglass doesn't seem to work on anything, but that's Dumper's Depot for you, so that's the place to come if you need repairs on your ship. Now the last place to visit today is Jobwell. Now this is the place where eventually in the persistent universe you'll come to get jobs and missions to, well, to give you something to do. Now all these areas are really beautifully modelled, and they certainly are well, pretty jaw-dropping. That's coming from someone who started playing games in the days of Pong, and believe me, graphics have come a long way since then. Now there's customer service desk behind me, and at the moment there's no customer service, so there's obviously vacancies for these positions. Now along the wall here are some stations which I believe will be where you'll pick up missions from. Now over in the left hand corner on the opposite side is where people try to glitch through to reach the constellation. I haven't really tried too hard to do it, but I'm going to try and wriggle through sometime, because if we look down here you'll see a few AI. Actually there's one on top of the constellation doing some repairs, but there's someone leaping up and down on the boxes, and he's certainly not an AI. He's managed to glitch through, and he looks like he's enjoying himself. So that's worth a try if you want to go and glitch through in the corner. I'll probably give it a try myself again. It's too far away to get anything on the Moby glass from who that is down there. But as I said, he's enjoying himself, and that's the main thing. Looks like there's another guy down there as well. There's two of them. Well, that's certainly an impressive backdrop though. It does remind me of Coruscant, you know, from the Star Wars movies. That's in a galaxy far, far away. Well, I hope you enjoyed that short tour of Arc Corp, and certainly things are looking good. Anyway, until next time, wherever you're watching out in that big universe, you take care, and I'll see you again sometime soon. And remember, you never know what's going to come through that jump point.